Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing another holiday look. It is going to be a full tutorial on the makeup that I am wearing today. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, then just keep watching. So for this look, we're gonna do a lot of glitter on the eyes. So we're gonna start with the eyes, so that way we don't have a lot of glitter fall out on top of our complexion products. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Please ignore the zit on my forehead. And let's get going with eyes. So first thing, we're going to prime with a little bit of ColourPop No Filter Concealer. There we go. And just pop a little bit of this on each lid. And then I'm just going to use a beauty blender to blend this out. You can use a brush, you can use a eyeshadow base, you can use whatever works best for you. Okay. Then we're gonna go in with, we have several palettes, but just kind of use what you have. I'm just using several palettes because the colors that I want aren't in one palette. So we're gonna go in with a nice big blending brush, in with like a neutral light brown. And this is from the Natasha Denona Cheek and Glam Face Palette. We're going to use this more like on the brow bone as our like all over color / transition shade. And it's okay, we can be nice and sloppy out here, because we're going to go in and clean it up with a makeup wipe. Okay, next I'm actually going to stay in that palette and pick up that crease shade right there and put that in like my upper crease. So like just above my crease, more focusing on the brow bone area, because I have a little bit of a hooded eye shape. So I'm going to focus more of that crease color above my actual crease, so that way when I close my eyes, like it's actually seen. Do that all over, blend it nice and big out here, because like I said, we're going to clean that up. Okay. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a precision brush, and I'm going to open up my Juvia's Place palette. This is the Taupes by Juvia, and it's such a good dupe for the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Like such a good dupe for it. So we're gonna pick up that lightest shade in there and focus it more on the outer half, still in that high crease area. Then we're going to go into the shade slightly darker than that. So just so you can see, we went in with the lightest, now this one, and then we're going to use that one next. We're going to focus this one more below the crease, but still in that outer corner. Okay, and then we'll pick up that darker shade, focus that mostly in the crease here, lower crease, and then down here. And just blend it out. See how messy that is? That's okay, we're gonna clean it up. And then just do the same on the other side. I'm gonna go in with that second to last brush we used and just pick up the lightest shade in this palette and just kind of blend a little bit in that crease area. And then a little bit like halfway on the lid there, just so there's no harsh lines. Okay. Now, for the base of the glitter, I told you, it's gonna look crazy. This is why we're doing our eyes first, so we don't get all that fallout. Okay, we're gonna go into the Natasha Denona, that Glam Face Palette, and we're actually gonna use the highlight shade, this guy, as our base. And we're gonna use our big flat shader brush slash concealer brush. We're gonna pack that all over the front half, the inner half of the eyelid. And then I'm also gonna come in here and just more, put a little more on the center of the lid. Not gonna bring that too high or too low, just in the center there. Okay, now for glitters. They're not actual glitter. Well, one is, I guess. So we're gonna go in, let's see, I have a few to choose from. So I'm just debating what order to go in. I think what I will do is go in with the Tarte, what are you called? Chrome Paint Pot in the shade Top Yacht. I'm just gonna take my finger, yep, and put that right over top of where we put the other one. Okay, look at that difference. A lot more reflect, right? Okay, same thing. Okay, that looks pretty good. So don't worry about like your inner corner and like your under eye, because I'm probably going to be wiping all of that away when I put like my foundation and concealer on there. So I'll go back in and touch it up. So I'm gonna keep all of these little glitters out. Okay, next I'm gonna go into the Pat McGrath Mothership palette, and I'm gonna grab this gold glitter. Again, just right on my fingertip. And this is gonna be more of like a press on look, just to add some more glitter. So we are really glittery right now, okay? We're gonna add a little bit more. We're gonna go in with the Artist Couture Diamond Bronze, Diamond Lights Finisher, yes. And I'm actually gonna use a brush for this one so I can put it more in precise places. And this is like a loose glitter, this one. But it is phenomenal, this one. We're just gonna, again, press and then do a little blend just to make sure it's pressed in. And this one is a little bit darker than I prefer. But it's the only one I have from them, and I know it's super glittery, so we're gonna use it. Super glittery. Okay, I'm gonna go into this Pat McGrath. I want a little bit of a lighter, so I'm gonna go into that silvery shadow just with this brush. Just pick up a little bit of that. Just to make it, oh yeah, just to make it a little bit like brighter. There is glitter everywhere, but you can see how that made it a little bit lighter. Okay, that is good for eyes for right now. So next I'm gonna go in and do my lashes. So I'm gonna use my KVD tattoo liner. We're just gonna do a nice thin line. And I'm just gonna take my little brush I use for like flyaways and fallout and stuff, and just blend that glitter into my skin, because I just don't want it to be like flying into my eyes or into my lashes. Okay, I'm gonna curl my lashes, and then I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass Caution mascara. I'm gonna warm this up a little bit in my hand while I curl my lashes. This is one where, because it's in like a metal tube, the mascara does get kind of cold. So I just like to warm it for like a minute before I put it on, just so that it goes on a little bit smoother. Okay, so we're gonna put this on. Okay, so I just did a nice light coat of that because we are going to be wearing lashes today. We're going to wear the House of Lashes Iconic Light, and they are some lashes, okay? So I just wanted to put a light coat of mascara on so that way my blonde eyelashes blend in with these dark, voluminous lashes. So like, honestly, to me, these are like huge lashes, and I don't know how people, like, these are the light version. I don't know how people wore the actual Iconics when they were like super popular. Like, I could never. These are gonna be so voluminous, like it's gonna be crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna pop these on. These are the House of Lashes Iconic Light, and I'm gonna use the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive to pop these on. Also, don't mind my nails. All right, lashes are on. Anyway, my nails look like a child did them, so please do not look too closely at them. Okay, I'm just gonna clean this up the best I can with a makeup wipe. Oh, we have a lot of shimmer going on. Okay, anyway, these lashes are huge, and I haven't worn lashes this big in like probably years, honestly. And I'm not gonna lie, it took me a long time to get them on, so that was not fun. Okay, I am going to go in with some primer now. We are going to use the NARS Radiance Primer and the Smashbox Primerizer and mix them together. And one thing I noticed editing my last tutorial is when I'm like putting on cream products like all over my face, I look like I am doing it so aggressively, like, and I promise I'm not. Like, it's not really that rough on my skin. I just like look like I'm doing it very aggressively, and I'm not quite sure why, but that's just what it looks like. So I promise I'm being nice to my skin, okay? Right, next we're gonna go in with Tatcha Silk Canvas. We're just gonna smooth out some of them forehead lines, some of these pores right here. Just make it nice and smooth before we put the rest of our makeup on. So for foundation, of course, we're gonna do a mix. You know it. We're doing Jouer Pat McGrath and It Cosmetics CC Cream all together. Gonna just take a little bit of each of those and blend it with a damp beauty blender all over my face. All right, and now that I'm looking nice and crazy, I'm gonna go in with my concealer, and we're just using Tarte Shape Tape in the Ultra Creamy formula. Conceal in the middle, and then I have a little zit over here. We're gonna conceal that as well. You got to see my little bit of owning a cat that thinks he's a dog right there. Leo loves to have toys thrown and play fetch. He truly is like a dog. He likes when you like spank his booty like a dog. Here he comes. He's bringing his toy back. Oh, you dropped it. Brought it back. Oh, it's like wet. Ugh. Okay. Slobbery like a dog. We're gonna go in with Shape Tape. I look crazy right now. Shape Tape. And we're gonna add some dimension to this very pale face right now. There. Now we have much more dimension brought back to our face. We're gonna go in with Rare Beauty's Liquid Blush in Encourage. And we're gonna use a good amount of this. I feel like this color in particular doesn't have a lot of color payoff. I'm sorry for this cat. He is ridiculous. Anyway, we're just gonna blend that out with our beauty blender. We're gonna keep that nice and high and more like on the outer area of our face, because we're going for that kind of snatched back look with these lashes and everything. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, now we're going to set this all down. We're going to mix a little bit of the Visart powder and the Beauty Bakery flour powder together to get our perfect shade of translucent setting powder. And one thing to keep in mind, you guys, is translucent setting powder is not all one size fits all. Okay, sometimes you got to make your own shade, and you know, sometimes it's a perfect shade. And you know, sometimes that varies based off if you have a tan or not. So yeah, just keep that in mind, because a lot of people will just use it and it's either too dark or too light for them, and then when they take a picture it looks awful. So please know what works for you. Okay, so we put that in kind of heavy, and now we're gonna just kind of blend it in better with a brush and get rid of any excess. And then we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder and do the outer edges of our face, just so everything's nice and set. And then we're gonna go in with the unfortunately discontinued Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer. I'm just gonna add that bronze back in a little bit more. Ooh, there was a little bit heavy. That's okay, we'll just make it work. And if ever you find that like it's too much of a contrast, just once you get your bronzer on, just go over with that same bronzer brush lightly and just put it over that powder that may be too light and just blend it out a little bit, okay? Next, we're gonna do our brows. We're going in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. We're just gonna fill them in a little bit and help complete the look. And I just do like a line on the bottom, and then I just shape my arch right here. And then I just do little dashes. Just little hair-like dashes. To fill it in. And just look at that difference from this one to this one. Just much more polished. Okay, so the brows look pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and set those down with some Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, so they'll continue to look good the remainder of the night. Okay, for lower lashes, you can see that that product, the eyeshadow product that we used, it came down a little bit, so I'm actually not going to use any additional eyeshadow. I'm just going to go halfway in with this Flower Beauty eyeliner. In my waterline. And then I'm going to put some MAC Extended Play Giga Black Mascara on my lower lashes. Okay, we're gonna let that dry for a minute, and while we do that, we're gonna do our lips, and then we'll come back and you know, finish up. And so for lips today, I am actually using a lip stain, and I already have it on, and I've had this on for about an hour. So that just kind of shows you the lasting power. You can see right here, it's starting to wear off, but the bottom lip still looks really, really good. And the reason I'm doing a stain is because, you know, around the holidays, we're eating and drinking a bunch, we're talking a bunch. So this is something that you can put on before you leave the house. Put it on while you're getting ready. Touch it up right before you leave the house. And then you have a nice like base down, okay? So you can eat your meal and then go to the bathroom, touch it up, and it's just easy to touch up throughout the day. So this is the Fenty Beauty, and it's called Poutsicle, and it is in the shade Strawberry Sangria. It is the red color, and it is pretty red. So we're gonna just put this on all over. And if you're nervous about like it leaking, like going outside your lines of your mouth, or you potentially coloring outside the lines of your mouth, you can use a red lip liner, a lip liner that's like the color of your natural lip, so when it wears off it doesn't look crazy. Or you can use a lip liner that is clear. They make clear lip liners, and it's just like a waxy formula that kind of creates like a border for you. So it makes it super easy to like stay in the lines and make sure that nothing bleeds out outside of that. But this lip stain stays, okay? All right, so while I was waiting, I also added a little bit of Essence, the blush, in the shade 10 Befitting. So let's finish these eyes. Okay, we're gonna go into that Tarte paint pot in Top Yacht, and we're gonna use a tiny concealer shader brush and pick up some of this. We're just gonna pop it right in the center corner. We're gonna go down, just blend it all around here, okay? Concentrate on that inner corner, but blend it all around there. I also popped on some like kind of festive, glamorous holiday earrings. I'm gonna drag this under those lashes a little bit. We're just making sure we're nice and bright and glittery everywhere, okay? I think that's good. Okay, so this is the finished look. I feel so glamorous. I don't know, maybe it's the lashes, the earrings, the glitz, the red lip, the combo, I don't know. I feel so glamorous, and I'm sitting here in a black sweatshirt and black sweatpants, but it's doing it for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this holiday look with our nice bright eyes and nice bright bold lip that's easy to wear. If you want a lipstick option, I recommend the also Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncensored. It is just the most beautiful red, universal. It has the blue undertone, so it's going to look good on any skin tone, and it's going to make your teeth pop, like look real white. So recommend that one. You can always pop a gloss on top if you want more of like a glossy look on top, or you can take a little bit of your glitter and pop that just right in the center to add like a little extra shimmer to it. So couple of options. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you all have a great holiday season. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.